Okay, so we'll look at the left-hand one. This is one of your 7 irons there. Just more of a sort of a, here's where you were last time and where you are now. Okay, we talked a bit about posture last time. For me, you're getting in a much better posture. I mean, just looking at that there now, the lines and the angles that you're creating are so much better. Yeah, you're able to move more effectively, okay, compared to the last time. It was a very hunched position. There wasn't much space. So you can see that the static changes that we've done from lesson 1 to now, you've done very, very well. And I think it almost looks like when you stand to a golf ball now, you're not thinking, oh, what have I got to do again now? There's a bit of a kind of a, just check this, check that, yeah, good. And you get in a good spot. I think I haven't seen really more than 1 or 2 where you've got in a poor setup position, okay? So that's good, okay? And in terms of the swing, if I clear all these lines, as the club goes back, we can make a nice sort of turn of the shoulders, come back into impact, good strike of the ball, and we can finish in balance up on your left side there. Right foot on its toe, weight on your left foot there. Nice rotation, club kind of round your head. Now looking at the driver today, which we're going to do a bit more swimming on the golf course next session. That golf ball now we can see is positioned in line with our left heel. Okay, so the low point now, when we talk about the low point, basically the circle of the golf swing, okay, with this club would be back here, hitting the ball slightly on the way up, because that ball is teed up, yeah? It's on a tee peg to help us get it up in the air, yeah? There's almost loft on this golf club. If we didn't have the ball teed up, it would just literally like a putter on the ground. Yeah. So we tee the ball up to hit it up in the air. Therefore, the ball now you can see is move what we call forward, so it's gone towards your left heel. With an iron, the ball position would be back, not quite middle, but just left of middle, but certainly back of where that driver is. But if you look at that blue line, the low point is going to be the same with the 7 iron, because the low point now is going to be basically between those 2 red lines, yeah? So it's the same swing, yeah? You're not changing the swing. You're still trying to kind of get that club to the sort of low point of its arc at the ground. The iron is hitting the golf ball, as we saw in that video I showed you, and then the turf. With a driver, we're kind of brushing the turf and then hitting up on the ball, yeah? There's a slight variance in terms of the impact condition, but that is all created by setup. It's not you trying to make different swings, because if you look at the clubs, yes, they're different length. So therefore, if we sort of go back to this one here now, if that's the golf ball there where your 7 iron is, this blue ball here would be the driver, and the shaft would be like that. Yeah, so your arms would still be in the same sort of hang from there. The ball would just be further away from you. But you're not changing yourself relative to the club. It's not like, oh, here's a driver and here's a pitching wedge. It's your arms are hanging down.
It's essentially the same swing.
Same swing, very similar setup. The only change is obviously distance from the ball, which is created by the length of the club, and the foot position there with the driver. We'll look to a little bit now just to finish off with the chip. I'll put it on the video here now, okay? If we talk about ball position when shots are off the ground, we have the golf ball now positioned roughly here with 7 irons and other irons we're going to play off the ground, okay? And your feet are roughly shoulder width apart. What we're going to look at now for these little tiny shots, we'll just do quickly, okay? We're going to bring your right foot in here. So now the golf ball perceived to be nearer your back foot, yeah? We're not moving the ball up and down, but by bringing the feet in, it's going to position that golf ball now towards your right foot, okay? And we'll explain that in a bit more detail, but just by putting on the video there, when you read back on this, hopefully it should make some sense, okay? And there's going to be so most of the changes that you're going to make are all setup based, yeah? You just make the same swing you're going to make in terms of swinging around your body, finishing up on your left foot there in balance. And again, if you have to start controlling that golf club by using the ground to do so. Okay? Does that kind of make sense with those changes, yeah? So I want to try and get you to get used to changes from different clubs, just because they're so different, you see? And if we get used to the same club all the time, then you'll be great with that one club, but then pretty terrible with the rest of the clubs. Okie dokie? Good.